Are They Mad messages will be finished this weekend on Patreon. And our YouTube members link will be in the description box below. And I think that's all the announcements I have. This is the crow call. All right. I think the crow calls will be finished, or I'll be starting them up again. I can't recall. I don't remember where we're at with it, but all of that will be done this weekend. I've been busy. All right. Let's try to get a crow call for the KRISLUXXEE. Ooh. Crow call for the KRISLUXXEE. Oof. What's going on? Resistance, resistance. Crow call, crow call for the KRISLUXXEE. What's going on? What's going on? Whoa. Dang. Had me waiting that long. Okay, we have the Hierophant, Major Arcana energy, and we have the Queen of Wands reverse. So this is definitely giving a vibe. To me, this is kind of like a lack of integrity, a lack of, like, I don't know, I'm hearing that like from The Lion King, but it's like, remember who you are. It's there's a lack of remembrance here. All right, the Hierophant, Taurus and Sagittarius. Taurus energy being the teacher, Sagittarius energy being the student. You have the keys here. I got the keys, the keys, the keys, the keys. So this is obviously, you know, I'm also hearing Saturn as well. So some type of lesson that needs to be learned or has been learned, or with the Queen of Wands, you know, she energetically is goal-oriented, very independent, self-sufficient, confident even. She's a very creative, attractive energy, whether you're a man and or a woman. So this could be something that you are learning. It kind of feels like a maturity kind of vibe here. It feels like it's how do I want to explain this? It's kind of like learning to be your higher self. You know, I know that kind of sounds a little corny, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's Queen of Wands, whether you're a man or a woman, you know, is definitely on a mission for, you know, on the mission for greatness, right? So this to me is kind of like an energy of like needing, like some of you kind of feeling the need to kind of get your together, so that you can be, you know, your greater self is really the vibe that I'm getting here. The Queen of Wands, I mentioned all of those things about her energetically, but with it in the reverse, this is obviously not being, that energy is not being yielded. It's not being tapped into. It's not being used, right? And this could be for many reasons, but the way it feels with the Hierophant, it's kind of like you're either learning how to be this. This could even be like a vibe of like scared of success type of energy. You know, this could be, you know, a lack of organization, time management, all right, confidence, a lack of confidence here. And these are things that you may be learning or need to. We have the Emperor here as well. So it could be a relationship, but I really am just kind of getting an energy of kind of like stepping into one's power. I'm also hearing like own it, like owning one's power really is the vibe. So I'm going to take a look to see what could be holding, you know, you guys back. Also could be taking a long time. I know, you know, I personally can resonate with that, but if it's something that is time consuming or something that is just requires a lot, you know, a lot of people, you know, it's, you know, this is just what it is. A lot of people prefer the easy way. This is also, a lot of people would prefer the shortcut, and this is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. This could be a reason as to why some of you are not stepping into or owning this power because it's something that requires a lot of time and effort and consistency. And, you know, that can definitely be a turnoff, right? Yeah. We have the Fool card coming out, you see. So this is the journey and the path. This is where you're being guided to. It's kind of giving, obviously, heavy Aries energy. Some of you may have, I don't know, maybe some Aries in the 8th or 2nd house. This could even be some 5th house energy, maybe Aries in the 5th house, 10th house. Or vice versa. There's those houses, those energies are somewhere going on here. All right. But there is, the Fool is always learning something here. Okay. The Fool is always learning, whether that be by someone physical, or someone that is non-physical. I also have the Queen of Pentacles coming out reversed here as well. So when I put the Queen of Wands reversed with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, you know, with any feminine energy, this is where birth, this is where life, you know, takes place, right? These energies, feminine energy has the power to create. What that creation is, you guys tell me. But with these two reversed, this is definitely indicating a lack of confidence, a lack of drive, a lack of ambition with the Queen of Wands influence, and the Queen of Pentacles influence is giving me a lack of like worth, and obviously a lack of creating. Okay. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles also can kind of indicate for me like a low vibrational type of feminine energy. You can be a man embodying this. It could be a man that, you know, views feminine energies in a negative light and treats them as such because of some type of, you know, figure in their life that did the same to them, or, you know, they are jaded in some way or hurt, whatever the case, right? But for a feminine energy, for real, you know, this is definitely indicating someone who, you know, just, they never learned. You know, this is someone who, you know, they were taught the wrong thing. This is like, to me, kind of like being led astray. This is, you know, allowing the world to raise you, as opposed to, you know, I don't know, maybe like a loving or intelligent, you know, figure at home or wherever the case is, teaching you, you know, the right way, whatever. This is kind of the energy. I don't really like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You know, this is definitely, it's just a very low vibrational energy. And then to kind of be set on your way, Fool card with that, you know, that to me is, you know, it's, I mean, we can look around and we can see many examples of what that has created, the type of feminines that we see out here today, right? For so, like, again, I don't know, for like masculines, this could just be kind of indicating like, you know, being attracted to this type. For feminines, this could, you could very well be this type, all right? That, you know, for me, with the Fool, it's like kind of needing to move on from or let go of, or to kind of relearn. Okay, it's like a redirection, or, you know, yeah, look, 8 of Cups is coming out to kind of clarify that. It's just like needing to emotionally detach from this. This also too reminds me of some of you. This is like, let's say you do watch tarot, or you may watch certain shows, or you may be around certain people. It's like you may find that you don't resonate with them anymore. You don't resonate with it. You don't resonate with them anymore. And instead of you kind of questioning yourself or getting upset or frustrated because who you used to watch, who you used to listen to, what you used to be into, right? They just don't resonate for you anymore. There's nothing wrong with you. This is just indicating that you have leveled up, you have grown, you have matured. And this is just something that you know, I forget what reading, I did a reading a little while ago, and it was a Why Are They Mad? And I was saying how this is like, you know, the ratchet, you know, this is in the ratchet we trust. You know, in the ratchet we trust. It's kind of like you don't trust in the ratchet anymore. You just don't trust in, you know, the low vibrations anymore. You don't trust in, you know, people who kind of perpetrate, you know, this type of energy. You know, they act this way, they look this way, you just don't get into it. You know, you're emotionally detached from it. You are emotionally closed off from it. You know, this crow is looking back towards this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reverse. But the Fool card is obviously looking ahead, right? To me, this is giving some type of value system, some type of belief that has evolved. And so it's kind of like setting you free, or it's, you know, setting you apart is really the vibe. It kind of gives me Aquarius energy at this time too. It's setting you apart is the vibe that I'm getting. And we also have the Nine of Wands here as well. Let me see. Shuffle, shuffle. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Let's see. No shade or judgment. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. I like it. My Judge Judy card. I love Judge Judy. This also too, no shade or judgment. You know, but this is kind of giving me like LGBTQ or like trans energy. I have no judgment or shade towards that community. I think you guys added some extra letters up on there. You know, more power to you. But this is also, again, masculines who embody feminine energy. It's it just feels like you're just separating yourself here. All right. I want to see Queen of Swords. I love it. She's extremely intelligent. She obviously abides by the law, right? She upholds the law. She stands on the law, and she will check you if you're doing anything but that, right? If you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the Judge Judy. This is about being very intelligent, having clarity. And for me, this Queen of Swords kind of like, yeah, and the Three of Pentacles is here. It kind of overpowers this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reverse. This, again, it's like a vibe of knowing better, and so now it's time to do better. Knowing better, and now it's time to detach from an old way of being, thinking, or an environment. You know, this is the energy. For masculines, this is the same way. You know, this is a vibe where you're no longer, you know, attracted to women or men, again, because the queens are coming out reverse. It can be men as well, you know, gay men, okay, transsexual, trans men. This could be, you know, women who are, it doesn't matter. This is just a very negative feminine like energy. You know, this is for men. It's like no longer being attracted to what appearances, no longer, you know, being attracted to like sexual type of energy. Okay. No longer being attracted to the physical. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, these are very physical energies. All right, very sensual, sexual, you know, energies, right? And it's kind of like an energy where now for my masculines, if you know, like women, it's, you know, it's more being a, oh man, my phone died. So hopefully that video is still there. I'll just have to attach it later. But this is like it's like a sapiosexual energy here, okay? And, you know, being sapiosexual, it's very rare. It's very rare, okay? Women, you just are sapiosexual. And so anyone who doesn't match you on that level here, you know, you're just not attracted to it. You're not interested in it. You don't want any parts in it, right? Of it rather. So this Queen of Swords is, it's kind of like taking out of, it's washing out of these, it's canceling out, excuse me, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles combo, right? Now, this could even just be who you were at some point here, all right? Like, you're adult. That's where the queen energy is coming from. I don't necessarily look at it as like you know, being the queen, right, with the crown on. This is just kind of like being an adult. And it's like you still have a certain mindset, or you still carry yourself in some type of way, or for my masculine, being attracted to some type of energy, some type of person. It's like having a type. And this is no more here. Let's see, what is the Eight of Cups? Yeah, Eight of Cups is giving the World card in the reverse here. So a lot of people understand the World card reverse as unfinished business. For me, this is obviously with unfinished business. This is something that has not changed. It has not changed. So this is, to me, kind of like turning your back on the world in a way. The world that operate and think and, you know, I don't know the best way to say it without sounding ignorant. I just don't know how to communicate it, you know, any other way. It's at least not right now. I don't. This is just kind of like turning your back on, you know, this something just hasn't. It's not changing. They're not changing. They're still doing the same thing, thinking the same way. You know, it's just the same old, really. And you know, turning your back on it's just not interested. Really, it's not gonna. They're not gonna change. So why not you be the change? Is really the vibe that I'm getting. I see the Hermit trying to come out here as well. All right, so the Hermit, not only is the Hermit very isolated, but this is someone who is very aware, enlightened, and awakened. And to me, that kind of is in alignment with the Queen of Swords. And, you know, this is also kind of giving a vibe of like the road less traveled. And it doesn't have to just talk about, you know, one's appearances or, you know, being, you know, people being promiscuous or whatever the case is. This could just be an energy where, you know, if, you know, everyone is jumping off the bridge, like you're not going to be the one to, or, you know, it's just what everyone else is doing, whatever everyone else cares about, what everyone else gets into, whatever, you know, law or moral code or standard or the lack thereof that these people have, it just, you can't get jiggy with it. You can't go along with it. You just can't be around it. You can't hear it. You just don't resonate with it. It's just that simple. You know, and so this is what's happening for some people. You know, everyone is stealing, robbing, and scamming, you know, this, and you may have been a part of it or you were all right with it, or you know, it's like, I can't hang out with you guys anymore. All right, I can't hang out with my hood rat friends anymore. Like, I'm not a hood rat. I don't want to be a hood rat anymore. Like, I don't want to be a player no more. You don't want to be a player no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something that you don't want to be a part of anymore because you, fortunately, have been able to, you see right through it, right? Your standards have changed. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know, for you guys in the tarot community, this is just like an energy where, you know, you find that no tarot readings really resonate with you. You find that many tarot readings are just revolved around relationships. You find that everything is surface level. There's no real detail, no real explanation. There's no real understanding. There's no real understanding. There's no real overstanding. It's just kind of like your appetite, your mind has evolved here, right? Your appetite has increased for something that is just more. Like, it's not doing it for you anymore. That's the best way I can put it, right? You know, seeing ass and titties all day is just like, I'm, you know, tired, and it's not changing. So I have to be the one, right? Or I am the one, right? There's so many other examples that I can give, but this is just the energy where it's just kind of like you're not missing out. You know, this fear of missing out or thinking you're missing out or upset, you know, because you stand out, you know, none of this is, I kind of feel like a lot of you are getting over it is really the vibe that I'm getting. The Hermit, like I said, is, it lives different, thinks different. This is, I mean, that's what the Hermit is. Like, just, that's what the Hermit the name means, right? It's like a recluse type of vibe. Kind of, yeah, with the Queen of Swords, it's kind of giving me Mercury, obviously. So someone may have their Mercury and Virgo in the 3rd house, or this could be Mercury maybe in like the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or the houses. It really is giving, yeah, it has to be Mercury. I'll look at maybe a progressive astrology chart, or it could be transit or honestly, I'm into solar return charts right now. So maybe look at your solar return. There's something about the mind. All right. This is also kind of giving isolating one's mind. What is the Fool? Yep, Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles, we all know to be like a single type of energy, alone type of vibe. You know, certain decks she's depicted with garden and things like that. So for things to grow in a garden, right, you know, not only does that indicate abundance, but you have to pull out the weeds. You have to constantly tend to the garden. You know, you have to make sure the lighting is great. You know, you have to make sure it's not too much of this, not too much of that. Like, it's a very methodical process. It's also therapeutic here as well. There's peace with this. So for me, the way I'm interpreting this with the Fool card, this is kind of like not only kind of going on a journey or just like being alone, being on a path alone, but this is one that is abundant. Because you are alone, this is one where you have isolated your mind. This is, you know, this is kind of like educating yourself with the Hierophant card. You know, it's knowledge is power kind of vibe. You have the Hermit. This is also indicating being recluse, alone. It's heavy indications of alone. You're not being influenced by what's going on outside of you. It's just nothing changing. It reminds me of like people who watch TV or watch the news. I haven't watched TV. It's been probably like 10 years. I don't own a TV and I don't watch TV, but I promise you, if I was to put on the news right now, it would be the same BS from 10 years ago. It's the same news, the same BS, the same killings, the same drama, you know, just the same wickedness, right? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. If you know, are triggered or bothered by anything else that I said, the way this energy feels, it's literally like throwing out the TV. Literally throwing it out. You just don't know. It's like a hear no evil, see no evil. I don't want to be a part of the evil. That's the way this energy feels. Boom. Damn. Took me long enough. Shit. That's what this is. You're turning off the TV, okay? And you're not looking back. I swear on everything, I have not watched TV in 10 years. I don't know what's going on. And I used to, you know, people, they'll be like, oh, did you hear about what happened? And I'm like, no. And I always used to get made fun of because people would say I live under a rock. Like, how did you not know this was going on? Or how did you know that wasn't going on? I don't know. I don't watch TV. I don't keep up with that thing. I don't keep up with what's going on because I promise you it's the same thing going on. Like, you know, when COVID popped off, I was 2 weeks late. I didn't know it was popping off. I didn't know things were shut down until I came up out of my home to go grocery shopping and I couldn't find any rubbing alcohol, right? I need rubbing alcohol for my wigs, right? And I was so appalled. Like, what do you mean this is shutting? I didn't know. I had no idea COVID was going on. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, where it's like you don't know what's going on because your mind is isolated. That's what it is. I'm so sorry it took me that long to get to the point. It's hard to explain sometimes. You know, I was getting distracted by the low vibrational energies, women, men, whatever. It's a distraction and it takes you a long time to get to a point, you know, when you have other little nuances going on. Distractions, that's what that is. Excuse me. Yeah, as I say that, here's the Five of Swords coming out reverse. The distractions. The bugaboos, the gnats, the flies, right? That's what's going on here. So that's what I'm getting. Sheesh. It really feels like, you know, like living in the city and then all of a sudden, you know, you go out into nature, you move out into nature, whatever the case is, and everything is so peaceful. Everything is calm, cool, collected. You can think. You spend time with yourself. That's kind of what I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. You are spending time with yourself. You are learning who you are. Relearning, reteaching reteaching yourself, relearning who you are, right? You are establishing yourself in a different way. That's really what I'm getting. Some of you guys been on this journey, so this is nothing new that you're hearing. But sometimes, you know, depending on how long you're alone, I can tell you, I could tell you, okay, it's been a long, long, long time that I've been in hermit mode and alone. There are times where, you know, if I do try to pop up out of my rock, I'm just kind of like, wow, nothing or no one resonates with me, or no one's picking up my energy, or wow, like, you know, I don't, but if I was to watch any of the readings other people do, it's kind of just like, it doesn't resonate. I don't have anyone, right? Like, none of this resonates. The things that you guys are caring about, I don't. It just doesn't resonate. Like, this is, and sometimes you may feel like, wow, like I'm really out here alone, you know, but that's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing at all. And this is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this reading. We have the Emperor here. Like, that to me is, it's kind of like governing yourself, you being in control of your mind, governing yourself. Like I said, with this Hierophant, it's kind of like being your own power, being your own judge and executioner, right? This is kind of what I'm getting with the crow call, you guys. Some of you are coming into this energy, all right? Some of you may be in that quote unquote mental city, right? You're in the city, it's congested, there's so much going on. A lot of you guys are energetically receptive to a lot of people. Could be social media, environments, just whatever the case is. And this is definitely just a crow call, you know, advising one to, it's time to kind of be alone. I'm not here to dictate how long, all right? There's Emperor, I'm not here to dictate how long you need to be alone, but I am getting a vibe that you need to be alone. The Three of Pentacles is kind of giving me like that nature vibe as well. Like, it's just kind of like needing to kind of collaborate or work with nature. Even the Fool card, there's nature going on and he's alone, right? Some of you may find yourself that you're attracted to, like, you find, like, catch yourself like watching nature videos, or watching like, or looking at like nature pictures, or, my thing is I like to, sleep or put on like a nature like podcast while I go to sleep, or maybe like water running, ocean waves, raindrops. This is how I like to go to sleep, right? So this could be what's going on for some of you. All right, this is your body, this is a higher power telling you, like, this is what you need to do. Okay, so it's kind of giving like shaman vibes as well. We have, it's a 10-10 kind of day. I always look at the 10-10 as like some type of portal, but that's also, the number 10 is actually the number of completion. So for me to see this twice, this is double completion here. All right. Look, I'm done. Alone, but not alone. Take the road less traveled. Alone, but never alone. Excuse me. Alone, but never alone. Take the road less traveled. Where do you think this fool is going? On the road again. Less travel. 10-10 reminds me of a portal. We also have Aquarius energy. I said that in the beginning. It's kind of giving Aquarius vibes. So I was on the monies. This is definitely kind of a, as we all know, Aquarius is about rebellion. This is unconventional energy and behaviors. This is about standing out for that very reason. This is also a higher consciousness, a very intelligent energy and sign. This is just being able to understand I guess complex. Why am I having a blank right now? Oh my goodness. I forgot how to talk. Damn. I can't, it's I guess complex terms. That's not what I really want to say, but I can't think of it. Damn, it's gonna bother me. But this is also about renewal here, okay? This is hope being restored, or just hope in general. This is also a futuristic type of energy. It's also networking and internet and technology, so that could also, it contradicts nature. So it's kind of like, to me, it's like a detox of some sort, detox of, you know, technology and things like that. Something about someone's shins. Some of you who adhere to tropical astrology, I believe Pluto is in Aquarius for you guys. We have, it's a 3-3-3 kind of day. I look at that as like the Trinity, things working as designed, but that also reminds me of the Three of Pentacles that is here as well. We also have the Ten of Wands coming out reversed here. All right, we have, is your glass half empty or full? We also have Leo energy coming out here as well. So that's that sun energy I was talking about when, you know, tending to the garden. You know, you need to make sure that there's not too much sun, because then it can kill things and it's poison. It's, you know, but it's also creative energy as well. This is also the identity, your identity. So this could be indicating some type of change. We do have opposites with Aquarius and Leo coming out. 5th house and 11th house energy, Uranus and the sun. Like a shocking change could be going on. This is also one's life force and energy yet again. We have, it's a 2-2-2 kind of day as well. And I'm also getting Capricorn. All right, I think that's it though. There's a lot of synchronicities, a lot of messages. So this is definitely kind of indicating to me like nature is sending messages, animals. You may be seeing a lot of synchronicities as well. But with your glass half empty or full, you know, for me, this is indicating like, you know, the world is empty. Okay, these people are empty, and, you know, this is just why you need to just go off and be alone and replenish yourself. All right. Really? Is our Mercury retrograde coming out? I swear. As I'm talking about that, Gemini comes out. Because I'm like, abstract concepts. There we go. There we go. Abstract concepts is really what I wanted to say. Sheesh, that really did something to me there. We have Gemini energy, okay? Mercury vibes. But this is about your immediate environment as well. These are ideas that you may have, all right? Gemini energy can also be very distracted. Take it from me, I'm a Gemini. I can be very distracted easily, all right? And again, this is needing to clear one's mind, all right? And needing to be in the right environment to do so. We also have Pallas Athena, and she was one of the war goddesses, but she is all about strategic and intelligent thoughts here. She's definitely about intelligence as well, the higher mind, thinking ahead, things like that. So there's definitely heavy emphasis on the mind, heavy emphasis on the 3rd house, heavy emphasis on ideas here that may need clarity, or messages that are coming through for how you need to move forward, all right? Kind of reminds me, Pallas Athena reminds me of the Emperor in this spread. All right, I have said enough, I believe. Yeah, wow, Ace of Swords, I just picked up the deck, so boom. And so boom. Blow. Yeah, Capricorn, you've been gifted with clairvoyance here. This is the gift of sight. And then Capricorn, wait, no, yeah, I'm sorry. Vedic astrology, Pluto is in Capricorn. I was going to say, wait, no, it's not in Aquarius, but you guys think it is. I also know that we have a full moon coming up in the sign of Capricorn. For those in tropical astrology, it'll be at 29 degrees, which is a critical degree. And for those who are aligned with Vedic astrology, it will be at, I believe, 3 degrees. Nevertheless, there is a full moon in Capricorn. With Capricorns, well, no, with full moon, this is also about releasing things and preparing for something anew. So this could be also indicating for some of you, when I talk about environments, this could be a work environment, especially with this Queen of Pentacles reversed. But this could be a work environment. This could even be a family dynamic. This could be, especially with the Leo influence, this could be some type of, you know, reputation or, you know, some type of position that you hold that, you know, is heavily tied to your ego, to your identity, that this may need to be let go of. You're being called to let go of. Excuse me. There is an element of starting over in some way. It doesn't mean losing it all. I don't see the Five of Pentacles here, but there is some type of energy of needing to release, or something is going to be released here, so that you then can follow what it is that you, yeah, clear sight, Ace of Swords, that's crazy. Some of you are being gifted with the gift of clairvoyance, or this is being upgraded at this time, or heightened, in other words. Reminds me of my last reading I did with the glasses. I just felt the need to put glasses on for some reasons. Well, now it kind of makes sense as to why that is. There's also something about the color blue as well. Someone may be like colorblind or something like that, but I am kind of getting something about the color blue. And I hate saying something about, I believe the blue corresponds with the throat chakra, and I think that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I think it's the throat chakra. Oh, excuse me, in the third eye. There has to be a Mercury retrograde coming up, because I get really bad like this when there is, because I'm already born during a Mercury retrograde. This is not about me. I'm speaking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Excuse me. Any other downloads? This is yeah, that's all I have, I think. We have situation cannot be trusted. We have the gift of peace coming out. We have alarm and divine flames here. All right. Oh, oops. And we have it's divine time for you to move in silence. Boom. There's that. All right. So I think I'm done now. Tee hee hee hee. Crow call.